Hello, good evening. My name is Morgan. I bid you all welcome back to Risen. Somehow forgot the name of the game for a second. We are out here because while I was preparing for this episode, I learned that there's actually one more hunting tool. I was probably aware of at some point, but kinda forgot about it. And it turns out you can only really get it here. And nobody sells it. So, I wonder.
I like what I see.
Of course, Henrik is the only one who gets up to get closer. We need to do a little bit of sneaking. I kind of forgot to put the sneaky ring on. That's acrobatics. That's sneak. As long as a dog don't care.
Job well done.
And there we have the horn saw. I would think any old saw could saw a horn, but apparently that is the horn saw. There aren't too many critters we can use that on. I'm pretty sure we can use it on cows, but maybe not. The only horned enemy, though, as it happens, is one we're going to encounter in the next section. So that's why I wanted to pick it up now. Once again, I have to shout out Mike's RPG Center, which is a website that has somehow taught me a lot of things about this game. One of the most thorough guides for this game that I've ever found. So, yeah. It's a frequent reference of mine. Before we get moving, well, Mendoza's going to have something to say to us.
Eldrick was taken prisoner by the Saurians.
Saurians? What are they?
Some sort of lizard man. They're armed and wear armor.
Another challenge we must face. Do you know any more about them?
Eldrick said these Saurians once ruled the entire world.
So that is it. And what will we be, now they have returned? We rule this world now, free from gods. We will not be subjugated by these creatures.
About the crystal discs.
Oops.
I found all 5 of the crystal discs you wanted.
Excellent work.
What about the mages, the Order?
They want to protect the Holy Flame. They do not concern themselves with much else, but if Ignatius could be persuaded, then their help would be useful. Ask him, but be quick about it, for I will open the portal with or without the support of the mages.
So this is one of the occasions where the line between the mages and the Inquisition is made more distinct. There's so much overlap throughout the rest of the game that it makes it much more ambiguous. The fact that the mages are independent from the Inquisition, yet we also had to basically be inducted into the mages through Inquisitor Mendoza, that's always just confused me. Obviously, a lot of that is just because that made developing a third faction a hell of a lot easier. But unfortunately, it comes at the cost of making the distinction between the two factions a lot more confusing. But yeah, they are meant to be completely independent of each other in a sense. The Inquisition is really just an arm of whatever sort of unnamed kingdom is at play here. And, you know, they have some, I guess, religious undertones to them, but the Holy Flame was like a distinct power of this island, as far as I could understand the background lore. Let's just be frank here. Piranhabytes did not really think things through. They definitely did not think through the lore enough to make sequels the way they did. So that's just a tragic gap in continuity here, but we're gonna have to live with it.
I have found the golden discs. The portal can be opened.
The inevitable takes its course.
So you don't think opening the portal is the right thing to do?
Inquisitor Mendoza is following his path, and he is prepared to risk everything for it. The monastery, the Holy Flame, and the lives of every one of us. No other mage wishes to venture through that portal, yet he would walk in with his eyes closed. We look to you to prevent the worst.
That means I am supposed to go with him.
You must. Inquisitor Mendoza trusts you. He needs someone to balance his ambition. to provide perspective upon his logic. He needs you.
If you're afraid to go, how am I supposed to handle things?
The Convocation will provide. The Holy Flame guards us. But it would be reckless of us to rely upon that alone. Take this amulet. It should grant you some protection. Find out all you can. That knowledge is vital to us. Return when you have learned the secrets of the portal.
So, the amulet he gives us is actually a pretty decent one for protection. Amulet of the Holy Flame. That does about as much as our armor does. In fact, exactly as much as our armor does. So we double our defenses more or less by equipping that. Might be worth losing the 20 mana amulet for. But we can actually... I discovered something off screen that compensates for that a little bit.
This lock is too difficult.
So we will take care of that before we get too deep into the mountain. Well, before we even start our excursion into the mountain. This whole section is gonna probably take 2 episodes because it is quite an undertaking to get from beginning to end here. But really, when I think about it, I can't imagine there's more than 10 episodes left in this series. In fact, I don't think it's going to be anywhere close. Probably going to be more like 6 or 7. So, that's what'll be interesting. As I said in a previous episode, since we are a mage, we technically have access to these quarters now. We're never specifically given a bunk or a bed here.
It
So,
worked.
I don't know if somebody was supposed to give us one and I missed it, or that's just not something that happens. But nobody really cares that we're in here. And there's something I want in here. A lot of the other loot here isn't that significant, but let's just fast forward through all this until we get what I really want.
This lock is too difficult. That's not it. That wasn't it. There. This lock's too difficult. There's something here about magic. Did it.
And there we have it. A ring of magic, but double the magic. So if we slap that baby on, we can at least make up a little bit of the mana we lose there. So that's nice.
Job well
I
done.
don't know why almost all of the chests up here have the same combination. No matter. Before we head on, let me also grab...
The earth broke apart. Just tore apart.
well, let's grab some potions from Mr. Man downstairs. Master What's-His-Nuts.
I don't know why you're bothering with me.
At this point, we really want everything we can get. And we shall also want to get 10 mana from Vetus here. It's still going to take quite a bit to get to a natural 200 mana. So I may have to cut it short at some point. We'll probably get enough because I need 15 to be able to make...
Must be something I can do.
15 learning points to make the permanent potions that we want. I don't really need it to be daytime before we move on, but I'll make it so anyway. One thing I did want to mention, and I noticed because we found the recipe last time, the Wanderlust potion actually turns out to be a lot less good than I even thought it was. I was pretty convinced it was terrible, but it turns out it's much more so. It takes 5 Wanderlust plants to make 1 potion, and 1 potion gives 100 XP. That means all the potions I can make right now
In the middle of all this is
gets me about 5% of the way to the next level. I don't think it's worth it. And those Wanderlust potions, as it turns out, which I'm actually going to do now, can be used to make sprint scrolls instead. Which I find slightly more useful. We aren't going to need them downstairs, but make some of the walking around a bit less tedious. As far as anything else, I don't think we really need anything down there.
Looks good.
We have quite a few small magic healings. Those are not that great. The only time you're really going to find the healing spells useful, and this was brought up by my friend Val in a previous video, is that when you summon a skeleton, the healing spells will heal them as well. But the small amount we get from the small magic healing isn't that significant. We got 12 scrolls now, and we can make quite a few more. So I think that's more important. Anyway.
The mages won't leave the flame. They won't come with you.
We have enough strength to deal with this ourselves. One will. You came to be by my side. You realize what must be done.
I'm ready. Let's open the portal.
Human Titan. One must give. It will not be humanity. Follow me and we shall make certain of this.
They literally reused that line from the first time he walked with us down here.
The moment has come.
Indeed it has. And so have I. Oh, damn, they were ready for us. Scene loses its impact when everyone's just kind of standing there like idiots until they get right in each other's faces. Now you have to be mindful here when you're spamming magic missiles. You can friendly fire, and that's not a good thing. So mind your shots. You are going to want to try and get as much as you can, though, because nobody here is sharing XP with you. And we always tend to lose one. Did we lose one this time? No? Alright, good for us. Also, I love how a lot of the fellers you fight previously have made it here. A lot of the recruits. So Ash,
Everyone has their own agenda. Isn't that a
Kato,
fact?
and still pickpocket him if we so desire. So a couple guys got promoted in the meantime. Well, that was a ruckus.
What were they? Were they Saurians?
They are the enemy. At last, we know its face.
Where do we go from here?
Descend into the mountain. The fate of this island, of all lands, will be decided here and now.
Hoorah! We are in chapter 3, the temple.
I am ready.
Good. Then follow me.
It's actually funny because they give you the option to say you're not ready, and he'll say, doesn't matter, we're going anyway. And he'll run on ahead if you don't follow him. That's because I think maybe they were planning to let you go back. But Chapter 3 actually causes a flag for, let's say, something to happen in the monastery. Now, if you were to head back now, you would see what I mean. But we're not going to. We're going to keep up. Brontok! So those are the enemies that are why I decided to go get the horn saw now, because we're going to encounter a few of those. Oh shit. Did not sync you. We win. We got a Brontok horn. I don't think those are good for anything, but you can sell them, and we're gonna need a lot of potions.
You! That gate there.
What about it?
We must open it quickly. We must get inside this place.
What do you think this place is?
An ancient fortress. It must belong to the lizards we met at the portal. We must get inside it.
And how do we open it?
If a gate can be closed, it can also be opened. I will send out scouts to find the mechanism that opens it. But keep your eyes open too. I suspect there may be more than one mechanism that controls this gate. Go. Search to the north.
Very well. North is this way.
Magic doesn't work here.
You notice the magic crystal here. That's actually there to make sure you don't try and sequence break and get up there. I don't see how you could, because a levitate spell is not enough to get you up there.
Magic doesn't work here.
But it annoys me that it's there because it kills your magic light as well. I feel like that's the one spell they could have afforded for that magic crystal to not affect, but I guess they really had to keep the theme legitimate. Oh ho! What could you critters be indicating? It would seem we have a hole. Owie. Ghouls! Oh god, they're hard to hit. Luckily I got machine guns. Well, that one just seems to be stupid. Alright. So we are in this chamber here. And I'll be honest, I spent a fair few minutes the other day trying to figure out what this ring pull here does. I have no idea. Doesn't do anything down here, doesn't do anything upstairs. Not that I can see anyway. There are traps upstairs, but that does not affect them. So if somebody happens to know what that does, I'd appreciate it. So I am clueless. Indeed, we have a trap door here. And a couple fellas. There's also this spike trap here, which that ring also does not affect, and we have no choice but to get over it with a big ol' hop, because to deactivate it, I don't think there is a means to deactivate it, unless it was on that side. Not that I can tell. I'm not sure that jumping over these is the intended method to get around them. It's a little bit ridiculous. We have critters down below. Oh dear. Luckily, I know how to cheese. Now, fair warning about these suckers, I still have not caught up, the other factions, like I keep saying I will. But trying to fight these guys in melee is an absolute pain in the balls. They're one of few non-humanoid enemies that can actually straight up parry you. And them being in a group makes that really annoying, because they do it quite frequently. And it means you're constantly being staggered while other enemies are taking swings at you. So it's very frustrating. And here, for no apparent reason, there's a switch that lets us get back to the other side. Other than the fact that you have no way back up here, there's really no point to this door because there isn't much to have missed. Let's drop the winch. As I said before, releasing such a contraption should close the gate rather than open it. Let's pop this on to keep my health is.
I found a winch.
But the gate is still closed. Perhaps there is another. I've sent Rufus to the south.
Rufus.
Follow him. Perhaps he needs help.
Perhaps. What are you playing with? Well, that looks fun. Huh. Well, you enjoy your spinny. Uh-oh. Well, he's not going to get far without that.
You're out of your mind.
Why are you commentating on my business over here? Scorpio. And we get the sting. And now here's some snarls. Also, as far as Eldrick, I did say last time that even though he asked us to inquire with him before we go into the mountain, we don't get the opportunity to do that. But we do have a quest to speak with him at some point. And technically we have that opportunity about halfway through, but I'm not going to go into more detail on that. We'll know it when we see it. I don't know why you're allowed to come up here, because there's not anything up here. Pretty sure, anyway. Extra sure now. Now this bit, a bit of a trap, because if you try and just levitate over there, you're gonna find yourself surrounded, but we have the means to cheese. Except that guy has some blasties of his own, so be careful. I'm pretty sure there's at least one still sneaking around over there. What I've done before, try and make things simpler, was to conjure a skeleton.
Can't cast without mana.
Oh shit. I didn't mean that. You can just conjure a skeleton all the way on the other side, and he'll start softening them up for you. There is a bug with the skeletons, though. That is very annoying and doesn't really make that technique that effective, which is he can get hit during his spawning in animation, but during that animation he doesn't have a weapon yet. The weapon actually spawns when he finishes standing up. And if he gets hit before that, it breaks the animation, so he never acquires the weapon. And it makes him a lot less effective. Not that his damage is that affected by it, I think, but he also cannot block or really do dodge maneuvers that effectively anymore. Anyway, we found a bust. We've got a lever here. But alas, poor Rufus did not make it. I'm afraid his wisdom in combat did not avail him. And if you're wondering what that lever did, it, well, did something about this. Oh, we see a spike trap here, though. Eh? Oh! Okay, it is working. Normally, normally they go off, when you're a little bit further away. I thought something was wrong with that one. Well, we know how to deal with that. Alley-oopus. Ah, seems like they know my game. Alright, well, we need to find another way around. That was weird. And the other way is this wall here.
I could break this down.
I have no idea how you meant to deal with that if you didn't happen to bring a pickaxe. I also don't know if you need the prospecting skill to be able to do that. But anyway, we got that taken care of. And that lever deactivates the trap, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, if you go out this way. But you could also try and use those traps to your advantage against these guys if you really felt like it. I think the fact that there's two of them there makes that trickier. Right, it's just kind of oozing onto the floor. We got two busts. They're a fan of making busts of themselves. And turning that into a contraption. Alright, winch the second. Tally-a-ho. Still having fun spinning your thing?
Rufus is dead.
What happened?
Saurians. They must have ambushed him.
There are casualties in war, but we must live if others are not to die.
I don't think I brought it up earlier, but I don't understand why after the first wave of lizard men came out of the gate, old NH here acted like he had never seen them before.
I found the second winch.
Good. Then use it. Open a path for us. These columns tell the history of this complex. Take a look at them. See what information you can glean from them.
I shall. Mostly I just want to spin it like you did.
This fortress was built by many, but is led by one command. Ursagor, Lord of the Titans, Lord of the Saurians. Ursagor rules here, and all shall follow his word. Lord of the Titans.
I don't understand why you need to spin it, especially because every time they spin it, they just end up in the same place. But, like, how does that alter how you read it? No idea.
So the way is open.
Yes. But still the enemy do not react.
Maybe it's a trap.
Scout the passage. See what awaits us.
You're always sending me in the vanguard, aren't you? Well, don't you worry. I know how to handle myself. Well then. Seems we need another way. Alright, I had this on my 9. Shove it. As soon as you do that, everyone comes a-charging. They're very confident there is not a second trap.
Why you will not escape? Let's finish them all.
I'm finishing them all.
They must be slain.
I need more mana.
Uh-oh.
I'll help
Ah. I got it, brothers.
how to treat those creatures.
Ooh, another one. Well, they're certainly in the volcano now. Would you look at that?
We must only be among the fortress's outer defenses.
Looks like it.
We must seek a way further inside. That large drawbridge over there. Let us see if that will give us the way we seek.
There must be a way to open that drawbridge.
As the bridge is a defense, I suspect the only way to lower it is from the inside. Seek for the weakness in their defense. Find a way in so we can lower that bridge. The rest of us will search everything here. We will clear it of these lizards.
Lizards. Well, it's gonna take quite a lot of doing to get in there, I think.
The Dark God gave me the power to recognize the Titans. He gave me the power to face them. He gave me the power to subjugate them. The Titans served me, their lord. They created materials as I commanded them.
What a shitty guy. Now, you may be thinking, well, I see no anti-magic crystals about. Surely we can just all float on. And yes, you can. Unfortunately, it does not avail you over here because there's also a gate. So that doesn't work. Burning through these light spells quicker than I hoped.
I am Ursagor, Lord of the Titans, Lord of the Saurians. In the time when the gods came, the darkest of them spoke to me. I heard his words and followed him. Dark God. Great.
I actually read those out of order. You're supposed to read that one first, and the second one clarify, or the other one clarified what the Dark God did for this Ursagor fellow. Hooray! Alright, well, nothing down that passage, so let's head forward a ways.
We should stay here. This is a good defensive position. If we spread out too much, we'll be vulnerable.
Well, you know, defense is not a good offense.
Anyone could have opened the door, so don't think so much of yourself.
Why are you such a twat? Also, I think this is our only opportunity to pickpocket Ethan. Because we couldn't do it before.
Still have to be careful.
Couldn't have prompted him with a lizardmen comment.
Everything's fine here.
Where's ass?
Look at that. What do you think built all this? And what for?
I'm glad I brought supplies with me. Looks like we'll be here a while. You need anything, let me know.
Let's trade.
He has a few more potions, so we might as well take those. He's also got an assortment of these scrolls, which you will obviously need down here. Unfortunately, no light spells, which I could have, I guess, used. Alright, well, moving on. What have we here?
What are you doing here?
Guarding the passage. We don't want anyone creeping up on us.
Indeed. Now mind your step here. Especially if you're prone to double tapping a bit. Because you may have an incident like I did once.
We don't want anyone creeping up on us.
Indeed. Add fire to the fire. Oh, no, never mind. A little more. Ha!
that the wrong person?
Careful double tapping. Anywho, we need to get across there. Now, I know that you can hit winches to release them with bows. But I guess you can do it with magic, too. I wasn't too sure about that. Bang. Nearly clipped my toenails there. Well. Now, sadly, you don't get anyone to follow you through here. I was kind of digging the whole... You know... We're all leading the charge here thing. But I guess I didn't want you relying on...
Here's some more ore.
Your allies for the whole dungeon. Now that's not what I expected to see down here. A man.
I don't believe it. How did you get here?
I opened a gate. And you?
The Saurians caught me. It feels like I've been here forever.
Is there more than one way out of here?
There are lots of pathways. Some must lead outside, but others probably lead straight to the Saurians. Jorgensen knows some of the paths.
How do we already have, like, a universal term for these guys? Especially because Saurians, yes, I don't remember exactly what it means, but it does just basically mean lizard. But how would just any random person already know that term for them?
How do I get deeper into the temple?
Ah, that'll be via the drawbridge. The one closing off the big passageway. Only
what?
Well, it's never been opened. At least not that I know of. Even the Saurians don't go through it.
But there must be a way.
Must be. There are some maps of this place. Get one of those, that'll show you.
Where can I get a map?
A Saurian hunting party went by here not so long ago. I bet they've got one.
Where did they go?
If they're a hunting party, they'll have gone outside. Go down to the swamp and ask Jorgensen. He's probably seen them.
Who's Jorgensen?
Someone you probably shouldn't listen to. It's all the mushrooms he eats, see? I don't trust fungus. Eat the wrong one and your insides are outsides. Or you're off dancing with the pixies. He can't last much longer on that diet.
Where do I find Jorgensen?
Down in the swamp. Follow the path where all the big mushrooms grow. And don't eat any of them, or you'll end up like Jorgensen.
I'll be seeing fairies with boots dancing with dwarves. There's a lot to clear out here if you're so inclined. And a lot of loot. This place always kind of reminded me of the Orc Cemetery from Gothic 1. In some of its layouts and its enemies and kind of loot structure, in a way. But we got a lot of Lizardos down here. Oh god. Oh Lord help me. Well, this is a shame. Boop. Minsky is a terrible word for activating the console. Or the debug mode.
This is what I need.
'Tis what I need. Actually, it isn't what I need. I just don't need it. Alright. Well. This part can be a bit rough because there's a lot in here and they're obviously all going to come a-charging once you start firing. So have a way out. Be ready to flee. Never mind. Could just annihilate them all instead. It's a shame they don't have different weapons. They all just have the same sword. And much like the orc weapons of yore, they require more strength than their damage value, which makes them a pretty ineffective weapon. I mean, not super ineffective. They're still, like, just having that much strength makes them pretty strong. But by that point, you could equip much better weapons. Oh, Lord, there's more than I thought. They are hard to see. Luckily, they is stupid. Let's check the mezzanine first. Oh, priesty boy. An amulet. Amulet of the fighter. That gives him more strength, but otherwise it's just a much worse defensive option than what we got.
Did it.
I feel like the right, left, left is just by far the most common combination for lock picking. I hear your ass snarling down there. Missed. Take care of you first, then. Hey! That one actually scared me. I did not hear him coming. Potion of life. Gulp.
This lock is too difficult.
No, it ain't. Not for my magic fingers. Brawn talk. Even the name Brontok sounds like an orc word. Okay, well, that's done us a loop. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not so sure you needed the power of a dark god to help you conquer these idiots. Just need the power of magic bullets. Take a gander up here, and then we'll head down below like this man said.
I'm sure you have other things to do.
Wouldn't you like to know that I've basically just annihilated all your captors, and you can probably just leave? I don't understand why it doesn't allow us to tell him that he's basically free to go. He just keeps on slaving away here, when we could just say, hey, run down that hall I came, and you'll be with the Inquisition, and basically free to go. Although I guess they will just press gang you, won't they?
Great.
Great. Oh, this place do seem swampy. Hey! What? Whoa! That looked fun. Oh, this place... I'm getting, like, particularly jump scared by this game today. It's a man.
Hey. Hey. Are you real? The lizards caught you too, huh? Want some mushroom?
Fungus. My favorite.
Did you have to eat it?
Delicious, huh?
Nothing like mold on fungus to make it really tasty.
Those are good mushrooms.
I mean, it was a fairly ordinary mushroom, apparently.
Are you feeling alright?
Brent thinks I'm crazy. I think Brent's crazy. You ever heard the riddle about the goats? The one that's always lying and the one that always tells the truth. One says, he's lying. The other says, he's lying. Or something. But what if they're both crazy? Huh? Then, who'd be lying? This is one tasty mushroom.
You get many deceptive goats down here?
Place is full of lizards. And you want to ask me about goats? Maybe you're crazy.
How did you end up here?
Lizards. Tossed me into a cave half dead and left me to die. But they didn't count on the mushrooms. Saved my life. Brought me luck. Never underestimate mushrooms. Find life in death. Manage to live anywhere. Wish I was a mushroom.
You wish you were a mushroom?
Why, what do you wish you were? A lizard? A tree? Mushrooms will eat both of those up when they're dead.
Well, if you kick the bucket here now, you'll probably become a whole colony of mushrooms.
I'm looking for a band of lizards.
The hunting troop, right? I know which way they went.
And?
Why should I tell you? You don't like my mushrooms. So you don't like me.
I just ate one of your mushrooms.
You're not a lizard.
The lizards don't like your mushrooms, right? I don't like lizards. Doesn't that mean I'm on the mushrooms' side?
Yeah. Follow the steep rocky path up, and then through the big cave. There is a valley, right? That's the way they went. They're looking for new humans. Humans they can make work for them. Stop them. Save the humans. Save the mushrooms.
Consider them saved.
Indeed. Well, I certainly think you are beyond saving, unfortunately. I'm a little unclear. He says that he was just thrown in here to die, basically, by the lizard men. Which confuses me, because I thought they were here to work for them, but... maybe they felt like old Jorgensen was a little bit too senile to work effectively. Either that, or he just thinks he's outsmarted them and is just doing the digging they told him to do anyway.
Here's more.
Hey! Why am I so jumpy? This is madness. Oh, I see daylight. Watchman. But who watches you? Oh! Good lord! Retreat. Zip. You piece of fuck. Man, even with the armor amulet, they still hurt. It's a very stiff way to die. The key to Drock cell? They got Drock again? My guy. You need to put up a better fight than that.
This could be useful.
It is good to see someone without scaly skin. Can you set me free again?
I've already done it.
Why are you trapped again?
I fought the lizard men, but there are many of them and only one of me.
You didn't enjoy your freedom very long.
I was captured. Many of them are dead.
I'm not sure why they go through the trouble of capturing you when they probably should just put you down.
How were you caught again?
I can fight clubs and arrows, but the Saurians used magic. Set me free. I have more revenge to take.
You're free.
I owe you my life. Let me fight for honor. Let me fight at your side.
I'm chasing a group of lizard men.
Chasing? You want them alive? They're better off dead.
With all the saurians in here, I could certainly use a hand from someone like you.
Then we fight together. Lead, and I shall follow.
Hey, come with me.
I will do that.
Now we got an ally, and one who bonks. I don't understand why he had to, like, clarify. He said pursuing and then hesitated and said chasing. As if he needs to simplify his words for this fellow, when all the ogres in the game seem pretty eloquent on their own. I think he understands the word pursuing. But anyway, we're almost at an hour here now, so I think we're gonna cut it here. This seems like we're about halfway through, I'd say. We have to chase down the hunting party for their map, but it also sounds like they might be on their way to find some new humans to enslave. So we need to put an end to that. And again, they're not really gonna have much to come home to once we're done here, but, well, best head off that nastiness while we can. That'll happen next episode, and we will proceed to complete the whole mountain bit. And from there, like I said, we really don't have that many episodes left to go, so this series will probably be wrapped up before the end of the summer, so that's exciting. And until next time, have yourselves a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, live streams every weekend, except this coming weekend, to be honest. Well, actually, it's going to be this present weekend by the time this uploads, but anyway. Yes, live streams on weekends. Check out the links in the description below for other social medias, I guess. I don't really plug those as much as I used to, but oh well. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.